Day job killing you? Try this naughty night job instead. Writing erotica short stories for $127 an hour. No writing experience needed. No degree or diploma required. No hassling with agents or publishers. And no delay in getting paid. Hey, I'm Ryder, and you're about to hear how I went from being a broke salesperson in a lame strip mall to making over $100,000 a year, all by writing short erotica stories, publishing them all by myself online, and watching huge royalty checks roll in every single month. Don't believe me? It's true. I was fortunate enough to tap into a secret cash cow that not many people know about, which has set me free of all the typical money worries and job strains most people deal with on a day-to-day basis. And it was so easy. I can't believe I ever did anything else. Even though I wasn't a writer to begin with, and I had no idea how to start in the online publishing industry. Fact, did you know that Amazon dominates self-published ebooks, selling about 19,000 titles a day? That adds up to $9,700,000,000 a year. And 80% of erotica downloads for Kindle are written by self-published authors, with customers most often being women. Why is this so important? Because it points out the high demand for this genre of writing, and it also hints at the simplicity of it. With erotica, you're basically writing the same kind of sex scenes in every story, only with a slight variation. And once you know the unique but simple formula for writing in this genre, then you're in, and you'll make even better money once you've built up an audience. Here's the deal. If you're a living, breathing human being who has ever thought about sex, you can write a short erotica story, earning over $100,000 a year, and you can do it on your own, way easier than you ever thought possible. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, or whether you're an experienced writer or a total newbie, because we all have sexual fantasies, and sales revenues have proven that erotica sells way better when it's written by normal, everyday people, since they write more genuine stories that lonely readers want to hear. These instant online authors are making anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 every single month selling erotica on Kindle, and most of them have never put a pen to paper before. Plus, you never have to reveal your true identity unless you choose to do it. You simply follow a surefire system to pump out the paragraphs, then toss them into Kindle format and upload it to Amazon. I'll show you exactly how. And then watch in disbelief as your scribblings start raking in fat royalty checks at the end of each month, right before rent is due. Anyone can use this simple system. It's incredibly easy. You know what sex is, right? Well, you're already 99% of the way there. Erotica is the easiest form of fiction you'll ever write. It's fast as heck. The minimum length of a short story on Amazon is 2,500 words. That's just a few pages long. If you want, you can publish a story every single day to make 30 times the money. It rakes in cold, hard cash. Erotica is the only genre on Amazon where inexperienced authors can write a short story and sell it to hundreds or even thousands of people. Seriously, making money could not be any easier. And for those experienced authors who've been struggling to get your material seen, working a grueling day job and spinning your wheels while your dreams pass you by, why spend years agonizing over your 20,000 word epic, only to be rejected by publishers and agents, and never get a single copy sold? Especially when there are more erotica authors making $100,000 plus a year, and you know what they say, work smarter, not harder. If you always wished you had enough money to quit your life-sucking day job and really focus your free time on that masterpiece novel you've been dreaming of writing, then this is your chance. Just a little background on me. As I mentioned, I'm Ryder, and probably like you, I never thought I'd be an erotica short story writer. In fact, most of my family members still don't know how I make all my money. But just 5 years ago, I was 35. unemployed and totally depressed over my situation. I was laid off from my crappy sales job right after Christmas. My phone rang off the hook from creditors who wanted their money now, until I couldn't afford to pay the cell bill. Then everything went eerily silent. I got so desperate that I moved in with my mom while I got back on my feet again, and I was so humiliated and disgusted with myself that I felt like giving up. I scoured the internet looking for jobs, and even though I found a few, the pay rates made me want to scream. Well, one night I got a message on Facebook from my aunt about my upcoming birthday. She said she'd heard about my recent run of bad luck, right before admitting that she was a best-selling erotica author online, and telling me how much money I could be making writing simple, quick stories to sell on Kindle. I was just shaking my head in utter disbelief before she told me how she was now making a six-figure income purely from publishing her stories and selling them on Amazon. I was shocked. I mean, this is the same aunt who never graduated high school. She must be nuts, I thought. I can't write erotica. I don't even know what that is. Well, it turns out writing erotica is actually pretty simple, not to mention a whole lot of fun. If you've ever had sex, or fantasized about the sex you're not having, you're qualified. My aunt always had money to throw around, and I trusted her. So it all started making sense to me, especially when she reminded me that sex sells, which is obviously true if you look at 50 Shades of Grey. A work of fiction that has now entered the all-time top seller list with a total worldwide sale of 100 million copies. At the peak of its popularity, the author was selling one copy of her book every single second somewhere in the world. Want even more proof that erotica sells? And that you can do it too? Jade Black once netted $10 million a year by self-publishing hardcore erotica ebooks for women on Amazon. Black's bank account had money flowing in at a rate as high as $500,000 or $600,000 per month. But guess what? Her revenue had plummeted by more than $2 million, and she's blaming instant online authors like me. Because all of those sales of hers are being funneled directly into the pockets of short story erotica authors on Amazon's Kindle Direct Publishing, or KDP. Honestly, these days I barely do any writing at all. Like I said, I was never a writer to begin with. Yet my six-figure income is almost completely on autopilot. Every month I get a bunch of emails from Amazon telling me how much money they've sent to my bank account. And I can't tell you how good it is to open an email while you're on a cruise, spending tons of cash only to see more money piling into your bank account. I know what it's like to hit rock bottom and lose it all. And I'm telling you, it doesn't have to stay that way forever. You can make a living writing erotica stories from home on your off hours to begin with, before quickly being able to quit that horrible job you hate and join the land of luxury. What sort of income can you expect your first month? My first erotica short story took about 3 nights to write because I was still looking for real jobs during the day. The ebook cover took me 7 painful hours to design on my piece of shit laptop, and writing the short blurb for the Amazon description, plus picking my keywords, which I'll tell you all the shortcuts to, took another 3 hours. And what did I get for all of my hard labor? A measly $6. Because I only sold 2 copies, which was pretty devastating, so I called my aunt to ask for help. She said, "Don't worry about it. Nobody knocks it out of the park on their first swing." I soon learned how to design a much sexier ebook cover for cheap, and how to craft a storyline that made people do the one-click buy as soon as they read it, and documented all of my discoveries and shortcuts every step of the way. With every new erotica short story I wrote, I began to see more and more sales. Even my second short story earned $86. Not much, but way more compared to the $6 my first one made, and it only took me a fraction of the time. My 5th story earned around $386, and my 10th story earned a whopping $3,565, not even a month later. Now my stories pad my bank account with around $10,000 every single month on autopilot, because every book I've written is still on Amazon, grabbing cash from new readers, affording me a life of complete and total freedom. Afraid you're not a great writer? Or that you can't write sizzling, spicy copy for a tongue-wagging audience? Think again. The erotica genre has nothing to do with great writing. I mean, think about it. Porn films don't win Oscars. Their scripts are not studied by hopeful up-and-coming porn stars. No pun intended. Plus, the dialogue sure ain't worthy of quoting. Erotica is about one thing only: arousal. Chances are you've sent a sexy text message or a picture to your mate, right? Well, it doesn't matter if your writing has plot holes or uses simple vocabulary. Have you ever cared about that during bedroom talk? No. Like I said before, I make all my money online writing short erotica stories, over $100,000 a year. But I want to clarify that there is nothing special about me. I'm not a world-renowned writer, and in fact, I hadn't written a single paragraph of fiction since I was forced to in middle school. I just listened to my aunt and put in the hard work to find writing formulas that worked. Then I spent years developing the perfect strategy to make it all a breeze, with tons of research, trial, and error. And now it doesn't matter how experienced you are, how old you are, or how little you feel you really know about erotica. Trust me, you know way more than you think you do. Because I took everything I've learned and put it into a simple, step-by-step guide to show you how to do what I've done, and called it the Naughty Night Job. Only 300 copies available for $12. When you download it today, you're getting instant access to the exact blueprints, tools, and strategies that I personally use to funnel thousands monthly from Amazon directly into my bank account, without all the costly mistakes and hiccups I made along the way. Here's just a small taste of what you'll discover once you download the Naughty Night Job. Simple formulas for all types of sex writing. The crucial difference between a male audience versus female. Which pen name to choose and why it makes a huge difference. How to quickly edit your short story to spec for Amazon and Kindle. Magic key to creating juicy ebook covers in under 15 minutes. When and why to start social media sites, and so much more. And as a special free bonus, you'll be able to attend a live online workshop with top-selling erotica author Ashley Z. Ashley Z is a renowned publisher on Amazon with an astounding 400 Kindle books in various niches, and she's going to reveal the steps you can easily copy to quickly publish short erotica stories that rake in the cash, guaranteeing your success overnight. This exclusive workshop normally retails for $97, but when you download the Naughty Night Job right now, you'll get free access to learn every dirty secret from this top-selling author. All you have to do is click on the button below to secure one of the 300 copies of the Naughty Night Job, and you'll instantly receive a private invitation to watch live as top-selling author Ashley Z reveals her proven cash-generating system. Plus, I'm giving you a full 60-day test drive, absolutely risk-free. So if you don't think this is the most amazing cash-generating system your eyes have ever seen, then you'll get every single penny back. No strings attached. I'm so confident this is the best purchase you will have ever made in your life that you can ask for a refund within 60 days, and I will give you a 100% complete refund. And we'll still be friends. Actually, we'll be friends with benefits, because I'll even let you keep the guide you already downloaded. But I won't get many returns, if any, because you simply won't be able to live without this guide. Remember, there are only 300 copies of this ebook available, because I don't want to flood Amazon with too much competition for myself. So don't waste another second. Click the link below to start writing your first erotica short story today and start seeing sales as early as tomorrow. This is your only chance to get the Naughty Night Job before it disappears like an erection after too much booze. Look, I went from losing my home, freedom, and pride to making over $100,000 a year doing the most exciting, fun work I could have dreamed. It took me years to amass this razor-sharp material, to learn the ins and outs of publishing erotica quickly and successfully. But you get to bypass that whole learning curve in just minutes. So there's only one thing left for you to do. Hit the button below to download the Naughty Night Job for only $12 right now. Can't wait until you're inside.